Who said secular is normal? Let's understand the word secular. Secular means everybody has the right to do what they want and we respect that. Secular does not mean you give up everything that belongs to this culture and do what the English did and we think we are secular. No, I want you to understand. I want you to understand, even today in United States of America or UK, from where we think we imported our democracy, even today, without taking the name of their God, whatever God they believe in, nothing is done. President takes oath in the name of God, not in India. In India, we take oath in the name of the Constitution. This is an incident that happened that Advaniji shared in public. He was saying, when he was just an MP and all the MPs were invited to UK, and one of the events was a dinner with the Queen. Advaniji was sitting next to Siddharth Shankar Ray, who is no more, I think. And everybody is assembled, Queen is sat down, Prime Minister sitting down, dinner is served, but everybody is waiting. So Siddharth Shankar Ray is hungry, he asks Advani, "What's happening? What are we waiting for? Queen is here, Prime Minister is here, why don't we eat?" So Advani told him, "This is not India, this is UK. The priest has to come and bless the food. Till then you can't eat it." I'm saying, we are misunderstanding secularism as a way of become irreverent towards everything. No, secularism does not mean that. Secularism means we respect everybody's way of life. We don't think our way is superior to somebody else's ways, but we choose a certain way because we think it's better. But if somebody has to prove that is better, we're always willing to debate endlessly. There's an entire culture in Tamil Nadu, where Tamil Nadu's population and especially the kings shifted from Buddhism to Jainism, Jainism to Shaivism, Shaivism to Jainism, again back to Shaivism, depending upon the sages of the time. They sat down and debated. In the debate, if the Jains convinced that this is the way, best way to do it, this will lead to better life, they all converted. And next, another generation, another sage came and that sage proved being on the Shaiva way of life is the best way to do it, everybody converted back to that. I think this is fantastic, this is what should happen. What really makes sense today, we should all do that. If somebody shows us better sense tomorrow, we will do that. Why are we stuck with this or that? Because you fixed your identity, that's the whole thing, isn't it? If your identity was not fixed, you would always be looking for what is most sensible. So just because whoever that man or woman who comes to your house, maybe they're dressed in a particular way, they belong to a certain creed or whatever, what you should do is, you should listen. Do they make sense or don't make sense? Even if they don't make sense to you, maybe they're making sense in a way that you don't understand. So that is when you must ask questions. Questions not to denigrate them, questions because you're longing to know what is the truth. If you are clear that your only goal is that you want to know the truth about life, you want to constantly move from confusion to clarity, if this is very, very clear to you, this is all you intend to do. You are not interested whether somebody is right or wrong. You want to constantly move to higher and higher levels of clarity and truth within yourself. Then you can question anybody you want. You can ask me questions, no problem.